Healthy Picks family, what's up? I'm giving y'all a little video while I'm on my lunch break at work. I knew I was been supposed to drop this Orlando bubble video. I just wanted to tap in with y'all and tell y'all my little views and my predictions on what's gonna happen down there in that bubble. So first, let's start with that eighth seed out west. That's what everybody want to talk about. Who's gonna get that eighth seed out west? You got the Grizzlies. In the AFC right now. Then you got the Blazers, Pelicans, Kings, Spurs, and the Suns all trying to get that eighth seed. Me personally, I think the Blazers is going to get that eighth seed. Let me tell y'all why. When you look at the Blazers, they're getting Zach Collins back. They're getting Nurkic back. They're going to be without Trevor Ariza, who opted out going to the Orlando bubble. But I just think when you got somebody like Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum, that's a lot of poise. And I think the Orlando bubble is going to come down to which team can have the most poise for those months in the bubble. You're going to have to adapt to change. You're going to have to adapt to things on the fly. And I just think the Blazers, you even got a seasoned veteran like Melo who could get you 20 to 25 on any given night. I just think the Blazers, you look at Hassan Whiteside in the paint, Nurkic is back, Zach Collins. I like what Anthony Simons is doing off the bench. I just like the Blazers overall. I think they're going to grab that eighth seed. I know a lot of people are high on the Pelicans because they have the easiest remaining schedule. They got Zion. Conspiracy theorists think the NBA want them to get that eighth seed. But yeah, I like the Blazers, man. The Grizzlies, the Grizzlies had a great season. Shout out to Ja Morant. They got a lot of nice young pieces. Dylan Brooks. You got Josh Jackson. I like the Grizzlies, but I just think, man, it's gonna come down to that veteran presence down Orlando, new atmosphere, and I just think CJ and Dame could just get you that 30 ball that you're gonna need. Suns shouldn't even be there; they're just going down there. I mean, shout out to Monty Williams for they had an improving season. They did all right, but they're not gonna make no noise down there. They're 6 games back. The Spurs, I just think the Spurs don't got enough firepower to make too much noise down there. The Kings, I like what the Kings are doing, and the Kings are a team that can get hot. You look at Bogdanovich, you look at Buddy Hield, De'Aaron Fox is a rising superstar. Keep your eyes on the Kings and the Pelicans. The Pelicans and the Blazers, that's going to be the two teams I want to watch for that eighth seed, but I think the Blazers is going to grab that, okay? Looking at the East, eighth seed, it's looking like the Magic are going to just get that eighth seed. Today, Bradley Beal announced he won't be playing in the bubble due to his shoulder injury. And right now, the Wizards are like plus 1,100 to make the playoffs. If you want to sprinkle a little change on that, I personally don't see them making the playoffs. I did think if Bradley Beal played, they would have had a chance, being as though the Nets, everybody in the Nets got corona apparently. So the Wizards might have been able to squeak in. But it's not looking good. No Bertans, no Bradley Beal. So let's just hop into a little playoff preview / predictions. If the playoffs, what I think the playoffs are going to look like, and the seeds I think are going to be there. So we got the first round. It's going to be the Bucks versus the Magic. That's going to be a clean sweep. The Magic ain't going to have no home court advantage, even though it's in Orlando. Clean sweep. Bucks take care of business. 4-0, maybe 3. Maybe the Magic get 4-1. Raptors and the Nets. Now, if the Nets were even halfway healthy and Kyrie was playing or KD was playing, Spencer Dinwiddie, this would be a great series. Nets have a depleted roster right now. I think the Raptors take care of that. They might sweep them, but 4-1. Next, I think we got the best opening round series. We got the Boston Celtics versus the 6 seed, Philadelphia Sixers. This Sixers team just gives me headaches because I know the potential they got. Like, me personally, I work with kids. So, like, when you see a kid that has potential to do better, whether it's academically or athletically or just become a better kid, and they just don't do it over and over again, it frustrates you. So that's how I feel about the Sixers. They just tease me with the potential they got. You got Ben Simmons. You got Joel Embiid, who I think is the best player on the team. You got Tobias Harris. They just picked up Al Horford this season, so he gives them that maturity and that leadership. But if their seed stays the same and they have to run into the Celtics in the first round, I like the Sixers. I like the Sixers over the Celtics for a little mini upset. And let me tell you why. I know in the previous years, Celtics have dominated. Brad Stevens and the Celtics have dominated the Sixers. But I just think this year the Sixers really know it's make or break. If they don't win this opening round series, this team's getting blown up. Either Joel Embiid's leaving or Ben Simmons is leaving. Somebody has to go. Somebody's holding somebody back, and they're going to figure it out immediately after the opening round loss if they lose this first series. So I like the Sixers to advance. Then we got the 4 seed Miami Heat. Give me the Sixers in 7 games. Then we got the Heat versus the Pacers, a 4-5 matchup. Now, I think these seeds probably will change now that Victor Oladipo is not playing, so the Sixers might end up getting that 5th seed, but let's just act like it's Heat versus Pacers. No Victor Oladipo. Pacers don't have enough scoring. They don't have a shot against the Miami Heat. They do play good defense, though. The Pacers will D up. But give me the Heat in 6. Give me the Heat in 6, and they're going to move on to the second round. So that'll set us up with a matchup of the Raptors and the Sixers. The Bucks and the Sixers, and the Raptors versus the Heat. All right, let's talk about the Bucks and the Sixers. That's going to be a good matchup. Because every time Giannis gets in that paint, he's going to run into Joel Embiid, Al Horford, even Ben Simmons is a great young defender. That's going to be an interesting series, but I think the Bucks have too much perimeter shooting, and I just think they got too much for the Sixers. I think they're going to spread them out, and threes more than 2, and the Bucks shoot a lot of threes, and they're going to hit a lot of threes versus the Sixers. So give me the Bucks in 6 against the Sixers in the semifinals. Then we got the Raptors and the Heat. This is a tough one. This is a tough one because the Raptors got championship pedigree, and you can never discount that in the playoffs. And the Heat got a lot of young guys. I think the experience of the Raptors is going to take over late in that series. Give me the Raptors in 6 or 7 over the Heat, and that's going to set up an Eastern Conference final between the Bucks and the Raptors. And I think this is the year the Bucks get over the hump. No Kawhi for the Raptors. Pascal Siakam is an up-and-coming superstar, but I just don't think he's enough to get him past Giannis and the Bucks. Give me the Bucks in 6 over the Raptors, and the Bucks will win the Eastern Conference. Next, we move on to the West. I told y'all I think the Blazers is going to get that 8th seed, so that's going to set up a matchup between the Lakers and the Blazers. This is not the matchup the Lakers want. I think they would rather see the Grizzlies if it was up to them. Whenever you got Dame and CJ, you got a puncher's chance. No, I'm not calling an upset. Give me the Lakers in 6. But it will be a hard-fought series for the Lakers, and I don't think they want that right now. Next, we got the Clippers, the 2 seed. They'll be facing, if the playoffs started right now, they'll be facing the Mavs as a 7 seed. Good up-and-coming Mavs team, but the Clippers got too much. Kawhi and PG will be too much for Luka and Porzingis, plus the supporting cast of the Clippers. It's going to be interesting to see if Lou Williams plays for the Clippers. I think he's a big piece. Also, Landry Shamet tested positive for coronavirus, but I think he'll be back in time for the playoffs. So give me the Clippers winning that series in 5. Next, we probably got the best opening round series, the 3 seed Denver Nuggets versus the 6 seed Houston Rockets. I think this is the year the Rockets get it together. James Harden, Russell Westbrook, they get out the first round. I think down in that bubble, superstar status is going to matter a lot. You need superstars on your team in that bubble. Role players are not going to play as good in a bubble with no fans. Like, a lot of role players feed off fan participation. In that bubble, it's going to be who gets a bucket. In that bubble, it's going to be who gets a bucket. Let me get them lights back on. But yeah, like I was saying, in that bubble, it's gonna come down to what superstar can give you 30 to 35 when you need it. And I think the Rockets can beat the Nuggets. I was high on this Nuggets team last year, and they let me down. And I don't think this is just their year. Give me the Rockets over the Nuggets in 6. And the final matchup is my Oklahoma City Thunder. We the 5 seed right now, and we'll be facing the 4 seed, the Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz will be without Bogdan Bogdanovic. I can't pronounce his name. So I like our chances. Give me my Thunder in 7. That's going to be a boring series, though. It's going to be interesting to see the relationship between Spidey Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, being as though Rudy Gobert was the first athlete to test positive. A lot of people accused him of being insensitive at the time, playing around. So that's going to be an interesting dynamic. But give me my Oklahoma City Thunder in 7. I like what we got. So then the second round would be the 1 seed Los Angeles Lakers versus the 6 seed Rockets. That's going to be a great series. I'm telling you, that's going to be a great series. The Lakers cannot sleepwalk and lose one early. I got this series actually going 7. And in Game 7, I just trust LeBron more than I trust Russell Westbrook and James Harden. So give me the Lakers in 7. There's nobody on the Rockets that can stop AD. That's going to be a mismatch all series. But I think the Rockets are going to control the pace, and they got the guard play. Whenever you shoot as many threes as the Rockets, you always got a shot. But give me the Lakers in 7. Next, we got the Clippers versus my Thunder. My Thunder, we just not going to be able to withstand the firepower of the Clippers. Give me the Clippers in 5. That'll get us to the Western Conference Finals. We're going to have the Lakers and Clippers, what everybody's been waiting for. Showdown in the bubble. And I've been saying I had the Clippers all season. My pick's not wavering. I like the Clippers to win the Western Conference Finals over the Lakers in 6. I think the supporting cast of the Clippers is just way better. The Lakers lost Avery Bradley. I think that was a big loss on the perimeter as far as defense. And I think the Clippers are just going to have a lot coming at Bron. And they just got a lot of weapons. They got a lot of dudes that could beat you on any given night. Montrezl Harrell, Lou Williams if he comes, PG, Kawhi, Shamet could get hot. Pat Bev just wants to play defense. Like, he just wants to go out there and just D up LeBron. So give me the Clippers in 6. Then the championship, Clippers and Bucks. Y'all gonna have to stay tuned for that pick. I'm gonna drop my finals preview pick probably next week. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know what video y'all want to see next in the comments. I'm thinking about doing a little MLB joint before the season starts. Let me know.